Hi everyone, and welcome. I'm here because I would like to introduce a new series of videos for my channel. Now, for those of you who don't know, April is Autism Awareness Month and has been for a couple of years now. And, you know, I've done various videos in the past for Autism Awareness Month, but this year I would like to actually do a series of videos. I only worked this out after I'd finished recording a video for Autism Awareness Month. Now this series of videos I actually call Asperger Challenges. And basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be filming different things that I have to do in, you know, day-to-day life, you know. So for this video, what I've done is I've filmed me going to the supermarket just to show you some of the you know, difficulties that I may face doing such a thing due to, you know, my being on the spectrum. And I plan to do that, like I said, with the different parts of my life. So I will do one of, you know, just a general daily routine, you know, around the house. I'll do one of when I have to take the bus up to somewhere. And I plan to do one in the town, because, I mean, in town, you know, someone who is on the spectrum can actually face a lot of triggers. And, you know, I feel that doing this from my point of view may actually help other people to understand what it might be like to live with Asperger syndrome. Of course, last night I did a Autism Awareness Month special on Rockin' Waves 11/2/94. But I would like to do something on my YouTube channel that kind of shows, you know, things, you know, it kind of shows things a wee bit more personally for me, and, you know, what difficulties I have, and, you know, how I attempt to, you know, cope with or overcome these difficulties. And by the way, you may have noticed that the introduction sequence is a wee bit more blue than regular. Don't worry about that, that is perfectly normal. I turned it blue for Autism Awareness Month, so please do not try and adjust your set, folks. That is perfectly fine. But now, without further ado, I would like to introduce the first in the series of the Asperger Challenge videos. Please do enjoy. Hi everyone, and welcome to this Video Sans Frontières video. My name is Jay Wakefield, and I thought maybe I should take you out and you know, maybe I could discuss along the way some of the triggers that I face and what I try and do to cope with them. Now normally I usually take my iPod out. That'll distract me from any negative thoughts I might have while I'm out, make me feel a wee bit less exposed. But I personally don't like to go out unless I've actually got something to go for. Otherwise I start getting agoraphobic, or if you're American, agoraphobic. So, I had to chop that bit out there because I ended up being passed by loads of school kids. That brings me on to the first thing that can cause difficulty for me: crowds. Although there's not really much on this route. We're actually going to be heading to the supermarket today because I need a couple of bits. I may or may not do a video of being in town. Number two that triggers me: roads. Although there's This one's not too busy. This is generally quite a route than in the town. I'm not sure how easy it would be to actually really show you a crowd because, you know, people don't like being videoed without consent. And the number of release forms I'd have to give out. This is why sometimes I'm filming toward the right. Because there's folk that don't want to film. So, we're on Beach Boulevard now. So if I kept going, we'd actually head down towards the beach. But I'm actually going to turn off. Going to the Aberdeen Beach Retail Park. It's got a few shops on it. Asda, Pets at Home, Home Bargains, Iceland, Dunelm Mills. There's a pound shop as well. Probably a couple I've missed out. But aye. That's a pretty stress-free walk, you know, in terms of things. You know, because there's very few people out. Normally I'd have my iPod on, so I'd block out the noise of the cars. Right, so now, this is not a route that I would say to take at night time. Now this is a road that can get busy. Well, when I say busy, what I mean is, usually you've got some E-Jet in a Vauxhall Corsa coming down here at about 90 miles an hour or something. But it seems to be clear of E-Jets. I hope you like the floor, because there's more people now. As you can see from the cars in this car park, I think it's getting quite busy. So we're actually coming onto we're actually on the retail park itself. See, and here's something. You can't necessarily see what shops are what unless you look up there. And just past the shop, I don't know what it is. What's a sports shop? This is Iceland. For those of you who remember my Blue Planet 64 channel, you remember that my Compact Armada 7750 NT was owned by Iceland at one time. Home Bargains. They do some pretty good home bargains. No, I'm being serious, they actually do. Go in and look. Now this sort of thing could bother some people on the spectrum. Car alarms, things like that. Quite loud, irritating noises. And I guarantee you, if I was working on this retail park and I heard that all day, not all day, I'd be a wee bit annoyed. And here's Aldi. Looks suspiciously like a garden centre. And for me, because I'm visually impaired, I find it difficult to find what it is I'm after sometimes. That's a toasty loaf, I don't want that. I want something that I can do sandwiches in. An old favourite. However, I will say a caveat with that. Warburton's likes to take people on under the workfare scheme, so Yes, I am buying your loaf, but I'm not impressed with what you do. Let's get some stuff. I'm looking for shower gel. Where do you suppose I might find that? I could look at the overhead signage. Okay. None of these are shower gel. There's a hairdryer, smells like cleaning fluid, and there's some flowers. But nothing is shower gel. Some nice jackets. You know what? This says it all. I shouldn't buy this drill because it's a baby potato. It's a potato. I do need a drill though. So I'm gonna... Oh, it's a wrench kit. I'm gonna come back and see if they've got any drills when I've got money. Can get a spot blaster. Can get a book on planet Earth. I think some of our government officials need to read this. I'll buy it and send it down to Westminster. Or vote yes in the upcoming election. Everything I need now, so I'll just go and pay for it. Which brings me on to another challenge. Queuing. Can he do queues very well? Oh. Lemonade. So, what sort of things did I experience in Aldi? Couldn't really film much because get a wee bit funny about that sort of thing. Sort of things I experienced in Aldi. There was kid going about doing what kids do, making noise. But he wasn't dashing about too much. It has been one of the best visits, actually. Sometimes I can go places, there's kids running about all over the shop. Because I've got the added stress of visual impairment. You know, I'm always tripping up over these kids. And of course, they hit the deck, and then suddenly a World War II klaxon. I mean, the child starts crying. And then of course, I'm the evil one. Even though I didn't see him or her. Also, but that didn't happen this time. I didn't realise until I got to the checkout that my bread was open and my tub of coleslaw was sticky. However, here's one thing that is not going to trigger me. I got all this and I paid £6 odd for it. £6.83. You couldn't make this stuff up. Seriously. You just can't get those prices anywhere. And this is why I shop at Aldi. But you can make your food budget go a long, long way. And at the risk of sounding like, you know, one of these people who, you know, try and justify things, it does actually taste a lot like, you know, the brand name food. And yeah, we'd all like to buy brand name food, I don't deny that. But in these times, you've got to make your money go as far as you can. And if you can get food, you know, if you can get something, you know, a couple of bags of shopping for £6.83, which in the Coopy would have cost me anywhere between £15 and £20. And you know, you're laughing. You know, anything that you can do to save money is brilliant. I mean, You know, my mum started shopping at Aldi in 2002, and we didn't really notice. Well, obviously we noticed she shopped at Aldi, but didn't notice the difference. You know, my parents, just like anyone else, they need to save money as well. Doesn't he grow on trees? These bags are heavy, and I can't carry them in the one hand. So, I'm going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. The URL will follow. Also, if you like what we do, please feel free to like us on Facebook. The URL for the Facebook page will also follow. Thank you for watching. Please join me again for my next vid.